Good morning, beautiful souls. It is Elizabeth Bratcher, psychic medium, and it is the 19th of June. So I'm here to do your daily reading. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video today. Very, very much appreciated. So guys, in case you're not familiar, all you need to do is focus your energy on what number you are drawn to. 1, 2, or 3. I will extend the reading then off of each card, okay? So the daily feeds are good for checking in on what's happening on the bigger picture, where you're at, what you need to be focusing on to be able to move forward, all of that kind of energy, okay? So I'm going to pull 3 cards randomly out of the deck. All right, let's have a look and see. So number 1, number 2, and number 3. So just take a moment to focus. Is your energy drawn to number 1, number 2, or number 3? 1, 2, or 3. Okay. So number 1, trust. Self-trust and self-belief is where it all begins. Absolutely, absolutely. And so guys, for the last couple of days, you guys have been in kind of slumber mode is the name that comes to my mind, so I'll use that. And so now it's almost like you're clicking back into yourself, ready to pick up that bit of action and just, move forward. And that's the thing around it. For those of you that have been following number 1, there's been a little bit of a slump the last couple of days where I felt that you've just struggled a little bit to kind of maintain that energy based off the back of everything that you've been learning about yourself and your environment. So let's just have a look and see what else wants to come out. Oh, you got that card yesterday too, see? All right, and so you've also got the clearing out the stable cards, which is exactly what you've been doing, out with the old and in with the new, okay? And you've also got the unity card, which you drew yesterday, which is about, love, relationships and trust. Very much so the energy around this card at the moment is that of calling on support of the loved ones around you, okay? And so number 1, that's what I want to say to you that's there, is to remember that. That's your key message today. Okay, self-trust and self-belief is where it all begins. And it is absolutely true. If you have no trust and no faith in your abilities or your convictions, then they are going to fall flat on their butts. Okay, so out with the old and in with the new. That has been the entire purpose of this exercise for you guys over the last couple of weeks, number 1, okay? And so it's just that little bit of validation to use that self-trust to clear out the stables and to call on the support that's available around you right now, because there's lots of love and support coming in for you, okay? So it's there, all right? Self-trust and self-belief is where it all begins. Pick yourself up off the floor and keep moving. All right, number 2, take 5. Take 5. Let's have a look and see. Pretty sure number 3 got that one yesterday. All right. And the transformation. You guys are forever getting the transformation card. All right, so you've got the take 5 card, and then you've got the chances card, okay? So nothing changes if nothing changes, and the transformation of blossoming into true self. Now, the beautiful thing around you guys, number 2, is very much like number 1, you've been pushing through that energy of what's not right around, as far as where we want to go and what we want to do, who we want to be, but more so focusing on those things that are coming from internally, which is why you've got the personal transformation card that's there, okay? So still caught in a little bit of a slump energy that's there, all right? And again, you guys have been kind of caught in that over the last couple of days as well. So taking 5, all right? For some of you, the weekend is nigh. Take advantage of that, or, get out into the sunshine. Even if you're a little bit restricted in your ability to be able to do that, find that little corner of the world that you can just sit and take 5 in, okay? And just realize as well, nothing changes if nothing changes, okay? So these things that you want to discard away from yourself, they have to come from you, all right? If you don't change anything, nothing is going to change. But you're blossoming into your true self, transforming, okay, from that little seedling up until that beautiful sunflower. All right, so keep with the energy. That's what I want to say to you. Keep with the energy. Don't just make all these realizations around you and then just let them fall. Okay, honestly, guys, you've done some really amazing work, and I feel like I need to say to you, keep going. Now is not the time for feeling like it's not worth it or it's a waste of time or anything else like that, okay? Nothing changes if nothing changes. So you need to be that implementing tool within that, all right? Number 2, so your key message today is to remember that nothing changes if nothing changes, okay? And that's just the way that it is. All right, let's have a look and see finally what number 3 wanted to offer. So the bigger picture. Bigger picture, looking at the bigger picture beyond self and moments. Okay. Your goals are not impossible, and your attitude is a choice. All right, so number 3. So you've had a pretty flowy energy. Yesterday hit a little bit of a slump, and I feel like maybe it's just that little bit of a reminder today, okay? So what I want to say to you guys, number 3, is that this card is important. All right, so don't get caught up in things that are happening around you now. You've got a nice flow happening. Don't let little moments get in the way of that. All right, so long term, beyond self and beyond moments, all right? That reminder again, that your goals are not impossible, okay? That you can catch the rainbow. And then being positive, your attitude is a choice, okay? And so that's what I want to say to you, number 3, that's there, is just that you've had a nice flow going around you, okay? Keep focused on the bigger picture. Remember that your goals are not impossible and that you started this journey for a reason, and check yourself, okay? Check your attitude. Make sure that you're not allowing yourself to fall into slumps of you know, just letting that energy come in when we don't need to. Have gratitude, have conviction, have strength in your choices, okay? All of that energy deserves to be there. So don't let doubt come in that you don't have that capability and you don't have the energy and that everything's not in place, okay? There's just a little bit of energy over you guys this week about having to kind of push through and break out of the barriers. There are massive retrogrades going on at the moment, and whether you follow the star signs and the moons or not, at the end of the day, it's scientific fact that these things do have an impact, okay? And so I'm certainly not blaming it all on the retrograde, but it's just funny how all of a sudden number 1, number 2, number 3's got this bit of energy around them this week when all of that's going on, okay? So I just want to say to you just there, take a moment to bring yourself back to home base, ground, remember where you've been going, remember why you've been doing it, and bring that energy back into play, okay? Don't let yourself fall into a slump. There's absolutely no need for it. All right, so just in reflection, okay? So number 3, you had the bigger picture. Number 2, take 5. And number 1, self-trust. All right, guys, I am on live tonight at 8 o'clock, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that's in New South Wales. 8 p.m, I'll be alive for at least 1 hour. All readings on the live are free. I look forward to you joining me, but if you haven't already, please click subscribe. I also appreciate a thumbs up or a comment on the video. But until then, guys, I will see you this evening. I will see you tomorrow and Sunday and the day after. And you know what? The day after that too. So take care, people. It's a pleasure to read for you guys as always. Bye. Have a good one.